Speaking of those Clemson Tigers, Wake Forest at Clemson. Clemson's still unranked in the AP poll. Now, when we come to you on Thursday, maybe that'll change, but maybe not. Clemson won yesterday, 48-27, complete blowout. I listened to Dabo Swinney's press conference today, and he was talking about how he was proud of his team. I mean, you talk about a monumental season. Not monumental, but a roller coaster of a season for Clemson. They have a ton of injuries. They, 17. I think Dabo told me told the media yes, 17 total like major starter injuries or something like that. Had one yesterday before in warmups. A wide receiver got hurt. I'm not sure.
One after the game.
Who was it?
Trey Williams is a defensive tackle. He's out for the year.
That's nuts. Clemson has struggled this year. There's no doubt about that. DJ's hurt. He had to start Will Sweeney, and still they come out yesterday and just smack Wake Forest, hold them. Wake Forest had over 35 points in every single game they played this year, except for this one. I mean, Clemson, home field advantage, baby. Let me tell you, I don't know if that would have been the same story on Wake Forest's field, but on our field at 12 o'clock, it might have been, but Dabo had a goal. They were 2-2 in September. They were 3-1 in October, possibly looking at 4-0 in November, Lord's willing. Knock on wood. They're 3-0 right now. So, it's been a roller coaster. It's been a ride. Now Clemson, different from Oklahoma. You can argue that Clemson has gotten better. They've kind of went down. They struggled after Georgia. They went more down. They probably hit their low and, early October when they lost. Who did they lose to in early on? Pitt. Pitt was their last loss. And Pitt, you're sitting there like, ugh. But talk about a climb. Louisville, Wake Forest. Who else is in there? UConn. Yeah, exactly. Boston College. You look at these wins, man, as much as adversity as they've had to go through, and the fact that they just blew out Wake Forest is crazy in my mind. Wake Forest has played competitive all year long. They look like crap yesterday, and I just think that's crazy. That just speaks to Clemson evolving, editing. Diablo's saying now the transfer portal's wide open, Ryan, what do you think?
It's crazy. Kind of feels like you're playing college football or NCAA football 14 again. And it's like Dabo got tired of winning the ACC every year and going to the playoff every year. So he was like, I want to restart and try and play again. And that's just what happened this season. Injuries everywhere. You're not winning games everywhere. You're supposed to win. Every kind of adversity. Your quarterback's not confident. Your offensive line is just garbage until recently. And even then, they're just half decent. But this game, DJ came out. He played really well. Even the interception that he had, it wasn't his fault. Like, it hit the Clemson player's head, it bounced off, and he literally hit his own receiver in the head, and it bounced off, and the other guy took it. DJ had a great game. Bo Collins at wide receiver, he's going to be a star. He's a true freshman right now. He's going to be incredible next year and the year after. Kobe Pace and Will Shipley.
Yeah, man, those guys
thunder and lightning. They are, and they're both freshmen. Kobe Pace is a graduate freshman, and Will Shipley is a true freshman, which is insane. They are going to be something special in the years to come. I think Clemson is going to be using the run a whole lot more in the future than they have in the past, even with ETN and Wayne Gallman. But it's really cool to see. All that adversity, losing to Georgia, the disgusting loss to NC State, and even losing to a very good Pitt team. And then you come out, you play a top 10 team at home, and you win. It's really cool to see. I hope this trajectory keeps going. You hope they can go on and beat South Carolina if you're a Clemson fan, and then you hope everything falls into place and they can go to the ACC championship game.
Yeah, it's still possible.
It's possible. Very unlikely, but possible.
You never know, man. Boston College might pull one out. I
What?
doubt it, but Boston College might pull one out. You never
They
know.
might. They might.
I don't
And we
think they will, but they might. You never
gotta
know.
get NC State to win, or UNC to win too.
Wait,
Uh,
really? I thought. Oh,
no, UNC's got to beat NC State, and uh,
oh my God! I
BC's got to
said,
beat
oh,
Wake.
oh. I
Uh,
thought that all they needed was Wake Forest to lose.
no,
God. Ugh.
it'll be interesting to see what happens. But
Gross.
it's really cool to see that everything's kind of come together. Sam
That'd be so
Hartman,
funny.
I think he got sacked 6 or 7 times on Saturday, which is insane. That they had no
They
out.
were destroying him, man, on that first couple of
Yeah,
drives.
when Clemson couldn't get to Sam Hartman, he was slinging it. And he was getting some good throws. He threw, I think, 1 or 2 picks. But even still, but when we got pressure on him, when Clemson got pressure on him, it was just over. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't do their little triple option thing. Sam Hartman couldn't do anything. It's a great defensive performance. The offense really showed out, especially on the run game, which opens up for DJ to be confident and sling it. Um, Good game. I mean, Wake Forest has a horrible defense, so we'll see how that plays out next week. But good win for the Tigers.
Yeah, good win. Good win for Clemson. This is one of their better wins. I think, like I said, they're recoming. Second coming of Dabo Sweeney is happening here. So
Yeah.
there you go. Michigan, not Michigan, Clemson. Um, Wake Forest. There you go.